Hello Cricuters, I'm very excited. Before we get into the tutorial tonight, one thing I said I would do when I received my first piece of mail at my P.O. box, I said I would share it in the tutorial. So I received it. I'm going to make sure the address is covered from the person who sent it to me, but this came all the way from the Netherlands and I am so excited. So I don't know what's in here. I don't know what it says, but guess what we get ready to do? Learn together. So before we get started with the tutorial, let me open it and read this and share it with you. And then we'll get started right with the tutorial. I'm so excited. I've never received anything from the Netherlands unless one of these companies on Amazon is based in the Netherlands. Let's see. Oh, this is fancy. This is super fancy. I'll make sure I also share this on my community tab. It says, y'all, I get emotional too much. It says, you're on my mind and in my heart. May all your dreams come true, dear family, for I wish you the best Christmas ever with lots of love from the Netherlands. And it's from Henny. And it is a card that has dogs and cats. Oh, maybe those are just cats. They look like just cats. This is so nice. This is so pretty. I love it. I love this. I love it very much. And what is this? Let's see. I'm scared to open it because I'm scared I'm gonna break it. Wow. This says season everything with love, and it is engraved. It is an engraved keychain with a tassel. It's in a hexagon shape. And it has vinyl on the back. This is beautifully done. It is very beautiful. I love it. Thank you so much, Henny, from the bottom of my heart. I'm trying my best to not get emotional so that I can do this tutorial. Thank you so much. I love this card. I love it. I love everything about it. I love the keychain. I'm going to put it with my keys as soon as I finish here tonight. And I'm going to put the card out with our Christmas decorations. Thank you so much. Hello, Cricuters, and welcome to Cricketing with Delonda. It's me again, Delonda, and thank you so much for joining me today. In today's tutorial, I will be showing you how to make cute Christmas mugs with your Cricut Mug Press. Now, just like a lot of you purchased a Cricut Explore Air 2 or a Cricut Maker recently during Black Friday sales. I know the mug press was on sale at that same time. I've had my mug press for a while. I just haven't used it in a while, but I thought today would be the perfect day to come and show you how to make some cute Christmas mugs with your Cricut Mug Press. Before we do though, I need you to do those three things. Hit the like, the subscribe, and turn on the bell for notifications because I do upload new content every single week without fail. Now I'm going to show you three different designs within design bundles. And before you finish with watching the video, before you leave this video, I want you to leave a comment down below and tell me which one is your favorite. So when you get ready to make your mugs, you'll be able to show me or share with us the design that you thought was the cutest. I think all three of them are cute, but I do have a favorite, and you'll see it at the end. All right, here's my Cricut Mug Press right here. I love this machine. It's probably one of my favorite Cricut devices ever invented. Real talk. Okay, but let's go ahead and get into looking into the materials you'll need. We'll go over to Cricut. We'll look at Design Bundles website where I bought the files from, and then we will move over to Cricut Design Space. You'll see me, put the files together, and then you'll see how I was able to put the files onto my Cricut mug. This is a sublimation process, okay? So without further ado, let's get started. In order to complete this project, I will be using my Cricut Mug Press, Cricut Mugs, I purchased them in a 6-count size. My Epson Eco Tank 2760s, not pictured. White butcher paper that is cut down to size. I'll use my heat press just to let the ink, to help me with making sure the ink is dry. I just let the heat press hover over my image. I will use my Cricut heat press mat. I have the one that is a 12 by 12 size. A sublimation paper. It's in the gold and black box. Hippo Sublimation ink. This is the ink that I swear by. I've only used that brand and I don't plan to use any other brand. Cricut heat resistant tape. I will also use heat resistant gloves. I will be connected to my Cricut Explore Air 2, and for my cutting I use a green standard grip cutting mat. Okay, without further ado, let's head on over and look at the design that I purchased this bundle from in Design Bundles. The files that I'm using for this tutorial were purchased from Design Bundles. I'm on the Design Bundles website, and in this file there are 3 different designs that are available in this one bundle. So one of them looks like this, and I'm going to do all 3 in this tutorial. One looks like this, and then there's a third one that looks like a gingerbread. And the current price of this bundle is $5, which is reasonable because you'll get 3 files. If you haven't considered getting a Design Bundles Plus membership, I highly recommend them, especially if you are new to crafting, because they really take all of the guesswork out of it for you, and they will, it's easier to get started with designing or creating something beautiful when you already have a design. You're not having to think about what you want to put on a shirt or what you want to put on a mug. So I use Design Bundles for just about everything. Okay, now let's head on over to Cricut Design Space and I'll show you how I get these uploaded and printed. I am in Cricut Design Space and I am connected to my Cricut Explore Air 2. And the first thing that I'll do is I will go to Projects. I'll click on Projects. And when Projects comes up, I'll click on Mug Design Setup. You'll see that there are 20 options. So it says 20 sizes. Click on that one. And the size of the mugs that I'm using for this tutorial are the 12-ounce mugs. So I'll click Small Straight Edge 12-ounce mug blank. And then I'll click Customize. And when it comes in, it'll give me a template. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to make sure that my mugs are sized correctly. All right, so I'm going to minimize the view on my canvas just a little bit. Right now it's on 100%. I'm going to bring it down to 50%, okay? So the first thing I'll do is, well, not the first thing, it's actually the next thing I'll do is upload one of the files that I intend to use. Now I already have this gingerbread or ginger cookie one uploaded. I'm not going to actually make a mug with this one tonight. I'm going to click on the Santa one. I'm going to add it to my canvas. When it comes in, it is going to come in big. Now I want to make this size of this template or the size of this design match the size of this green small mug wrap. The size of the mug wrap is 8.75 by 3.79. So what I'll do here is I'll click on the Santa design and I will unlock it and I will change the width to 8.75. And I will change the height to 3.79. Okay, and I'll hit enter. And now this design matches the size of this template. And I know that if I wanted to make a mug with this, it will be the same size as the template that Cricut Design Spaces allows for their 12-ounce mug. Okay, so the only thing I'm going to do different for the next one is that I'm going to make the width a little bit wider. Okay, so you'll see in the video where I'm putting my mugs together, I'm adding the design to the mug, that I am going to make one that is 8.75 in width and one that is 9.0 in width, because I want this to stretch all the way across my mug. Okay, so I'm going to upload the next one, which is the elf costume. Okay, the elf suit. And I will resize this one. So I will click on unlock. And instead of changing the width to 8.75, I'm going to change it to 9.0. And I'm still going to keep the height as 3.79. Okay. So these are the two designs that I will make tonight. I don't need this anymore. I just wanted this for the sizing. So I can delete that whole thing. Okay, now I can click make it. I'm not going to print this again because I already have it printed. All right, but if I were going to print it, I can click continue. Okay, I don't need to mirror this at all because it's just a rectangle. One of these I'm going to cut by hand, and the other one I'm going to let my Cricut machine cut it. But I'm going to send it to printer. I am printing this one from my Epson EcoTank 2760, and on this one I kept the add bleed on. I'm also going to use System Dialog. For this one I'm keeping add bleed on because I'm going to let the Cricut machine cut it out. Okay, so I'm going to click print. I don't have to mirror, I don't have to do anything. So when I look at my sublimation preset, I'm going to click preferences. I'm going to click the one that has the mirror off. See where I'm hovering and it says Delonda Sublimation Preset Mirror Off. Okay, and if I wanted to print it, I would. I'm not going to. I'm going to click cancel. Cancel that. Now look at this one. I'm going to click print. Send to printer. I'm going to turn the add bleed off. I'm going to click use System Dialog. Still, use System Dialog brings up your printer settings. I'm going to click print. I'm going to click preferences. I'm going to still keep my mirror off, okay, because that doesn't matter at all, okay? I'm going to just go ahead and click cancel because I already have them printed, okay? Everything that I'll do from here will be back on the camera. I have my images printed out like I've already shown you. Once I print them, the next thing I do is I put them on the plate of my heat press, and I just bring it down a little bit to let it hover over the design so that I can make sure that my ink is completely dry. I don't close it all the way. I just do this for a few seconds on each image. Before I start to wrap the design around my mug, I'm going to go around my mug with a lint roller, just like if you were doing any other sublimation, because this is basically, it's sublimation, you guys. All right, now I will get this wrapped around my mug and make sure that it's taped down really good, and I'll speed that part up. But my advice before I start to speed the video up, my advice for you is to make sure you tape it down. I don't think there's no such thing as too much tape. Okay, I went over my mug completely on the bottom and completely on the top, and I just wrapped it with one sheet of butcher paper. This is pretty much the same thing you would do if you were sublimating any other thing. You would add butcher paper to protect your your heat press. So in this case, my mug press is my heat press, and I want to make sure that no ink is left inside my mug press. I'll put my mug in. I'll just put it in at an angle, making sure the whole thing is covered, and then you just press it down and let the mug press do what it will do. I will come back when it beeps. Okay, my mug press is beeping, so that means that my mug is ready. So I will go ahead and open it. It looks good. I can tell that it's gonna look good because whenever you can see the ink through the paper, that's always a good sign. Now this is the finished product, and this looks really good. I am very, very happy with how this turned out. I taped it good. It looks fantastic. The only thing I wish I had done differently, and I'm going to do it on the next one, is that I wish I would have gone to 9 instead of 8.75. So with the next design, the one that is the elf, I reprinted it, and I'm going to go to 9 instead of 8.75 on the width, because I want more coverage right here. But other than that, I like this. I think it came out very, very nice. Very, very nice. I think now, if I'm normally hard on myself, but I think this one is probably as close to perfect as I can get it. Okay. I let my Cricut cut my image out for me. I can peel it away from the mat. And my mug is already ready for the image to be put on the mug. So I will take it away from the excess paper, and I will get it put on my mug so it can be pressed. All of this is being done for nothing, and you will see why in a minute, because it was just work for nothing, but it was cute in theory. I did all that work on this mug, and boy oh boy, it sure did look good, until I realized, dun, 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 it's upside down. It's still cute. I mean, it's still, you can still get away with it. But perfection is overrated, you guys. I will still drink out of this. I am going to still drink out of this because it's still cute. Okay? It's still cute. This is what the finished product looks like. And what am I going to say? I love it. I love the way these turned out. I love the vibrant colors. I love my Cricut Mug Press. Like I've said several times before, the Cricut Mug Press is one of my favorite Cricut products of all times. So hopefully you were able to follow along with my process. Hopefully you've learned something from me. You see that I make mistakes all the time. I'm not ashamed or afraid to share my mistakes with you, because I want you to learn from me and be better than me. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you haven't already done the 3 things, you know what they are. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and turn on the bell for notifications, because I do upload new content every single week without fail. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thanks for watching. Bye.